Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Shared Library on the Vengeful Bakery channel. I am your host. Let's try that again. I am your host, Wrathful Strudel. Aw, yeah. So today we are looking at what I would have said until recently is my favorite game ever. This game is called Braid. It's Jonathan Blow's first game that I am aware of. And it's gorgeous. You'll see the mechanics in this game. We'll talk about it as we get into it. If I were to say what my favorite game is now, I know you're thinking, oh, well, it's The Witness, because that's the more recent game by Jonathan Blow, and you would be incorrect. I do like Braid better than The Witness. My favorite game right now is The Talos Principle. Oh, man. But we will talk about that later. Let's jump on into Braid. I'm a little embarrassed to admit this, but this is my first time playing Braid with a controller. I think it's going to make the experience significantly better. And this is... When you get into Braid, you can see I'm a dude wearing a tie with funky hair. Oh my goodness! Well, okay, I've finished those. Well, whatever, we'll just go in. Okay, so you go to each world where I was supposed to be picking up puzzle pieces. I forgot that I had a completed code. I thought uninstalling and reinstalling would fix that, but no, I'm wrong. All favorite games should be Witcher 3. You ain't wrong, man. We'll talk about Witcher 3. I think Cinnerbun's going to cover Witcher 3, especially because he's the one who just said that in chat, but also because... He has claim on that game. Anyway, we've got this little short story that you're going to read before each thing. I'm going to read it to you. Tim is off. Oh, chapter 2. What? Time and forgiveness. Tim is off on a search to rescue the princess. She has been snatched by a horrible and evil monster. This happened because Tim made a mistake. Not just one. He made many mistakes during the time they spent together, all those years ago. Memories of their relationship have become muddled, replaced wholesale, but one remains clear. The princess turning sharply away, her braid lashing at him with contempt. He knows she tried to be forgiving, but who can just shrug away a guilty lie, a stab in the back? Such a mistake will change a relationship irreversibly, even if we have learned from the mistake and would never repeat it. The princess's eyes grew narrower. She became more distant. Our world, with its rules of causality, has trained us to be miserly with forgiveness, but forgiving too readily, we can become badly hurt. If we've learned from a mistake and become better for it, shouldn't we be rewarded for the learning, rather than punished for the mistake? What if our world worked differently? Suppose we could tell her, I didn't mean what I just said, and she would say, it's okay, I understand. And she would not turn away, and life would really proceed as though we had never said that thing. We could remove the damage, but still be wiser for the experience. Tim and the princess lounge in the castle garden, laughing together, giving names to the colorful birds. Their mistakes are hidden from each other, tucked away between the folds of time. Safe. 3 easy pieces. So, that was a bit of a lengthy text introduction, but here's the thing that I think Braid does brilliantly. The game, unequivocally has a story, because it literally has books sitting there before each world where it reads the story to you. And the way this game was actually sold to me was, what if Ernest Hemingway wrote Mario? So we've got our little tutorial things that are teaching me to jump and to climb, and we're getting to the really, really cool mechanic that makes Braid what it is. I'm guessing that 90% of my audience already knows this mechanic, but for that other 10%, get ready to poop your pants. So, last night, we were trying to record Vermintide. You're not going to see the video because we had a significant technical issue with it. But we didn't know that it just let other people join into your game, right? And so we told 2 people joined our game. It's basically Left 4 Dead 2 Fantasy Edition. And we said, hey, everyone, you're going to be on YouTube, just so you know. And so... you can probably guess what they did. It wasn't actually as foul as you might imagine. It was more just juvenile. So anyway, little did they know that we bring all the juvenile nonsense to our own channel. Okay, so that was basic Mario mechanics that you just got to see there. There's no run button, but there is a button you should know about. Oh, I need to grab a key. This is teaching me how to use keys to open doors. If you're worried about Braid spoilers, don't tune out just yet. I will tell you when the time to tune out is. If you are in that special class of person who has not yet experienced Braid, you are in for such a treat. Oops, here we go. Okay, so these are the puzzle pieces I should have been picking up. I thought uninstalling the game was going to make it so I had to start over, but I guess not. The game loves me and remembers me. And that's where I would build the puzzle. Don't worry about that. Don't even worry about it. When's it going to teach me the other thing? I guess I'm just more... Oh! I died. Where's my extra life? Where's my extra life, dear viewer? Oh yeah, it's telling me to hit the X button. You can rewind time. You can rewind time. Remember how the opening story was about forgiveness and wanting to be able to change your mistakes? What? What? Did they seamlessly blend the game's story with the game's mechanics? Okay, they did. That's the answer. Also, I screwed up. So this is the point. Dear beautiful viewer, if you have never played Braid and this intrigues you, and I really hope it does because this game is fantastic, I think it's time to tune out. I'm going to start doing the puzzles a little bit faster, and we're going to talk a little bit more about Braid and its awesomeness. So yeah. I was glad to have you here. If you are in the live audience and I've just described you, come back in like 10 minutes. Or, you know, just mute me for a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to solve this by jumping on this dude's head. I wonder if this guy is modeled on a real person. Because my character looks so like a real person, you know? He doesn't look like Mario. He looks like, well, never mind. Never mind. He just looks kind of like... a dude in a suit. Wow, how am I this bad at this? Haha! I did it! Okay, so here's the thing about Braid. The full game, I would say, takes 5 hours, if I remember right, to defeat. But then there's a deeper game, and this is where I get upset at Jonathan Blow. I have a strong opinion about puzzle games that don't obey their own rules and just expect you to kind of intuit things. Like... yes, it is. It's, you know, there's actually a sickness I have that when I tell the audience that I'm good at a game, I will demonstrate how terrible I actually am at that game. For example, I just got hit in the head by a Goomba with a realistic looking face. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, but puzzle games, right? It is so important to me. Oh, come on. Wait, I can rewind. That's right. Okay. There we go. There we go. And there's a little flower. This is unapologetically based on Mario. It is true. Streaming does reduce my skill level significantly, or so I would very much like you to think. There's Yoshi. I'm sorry, but the princess is in another castle. So we go to the next castle. Boom. Time and mystery. So, with your forgiveness, I'm actually not going to read this story to you. If you want to get the whole story, which is fantastic. Oh, here, I'll do this. I'll do this for you. So on the replay, boom, page 1. You can pause the video. Page 2, feel free to pause the video. For you, live audience, I'm so terribly sorry, but since I literally told everyone to leave if they hadn't played Braid because I'm some kind of elitist jerk, here we are. Page 4, pause the video. Page 5, pause the video. Now there you go, dear viewer. You can actually pause this and read the pages at your leisure. Cool. Boing? Okay. Kaboom. And then the key, because it's sparkling, is immune to the ravages of time. Kaboom. Braid has a meta game. Not a meta game, that's the wrong term. People use meta so abusively as a word root, and I'm sorry that I am, in fact, one of them. Where you're collecting stars to, again, stick with the Mario motif, right? And did I just misuse the word motif? Probably, because this is a live stream and I can't just cut the recording and start over. Not that I ever do that. Okay. Oh, yeah, and then I need to... because that thing... because the key stays in my possession, see? Because it's immune to time. And to collect these stars, you have to just basically be a good guesser. And that bothers me. And the Witness, I find, has a lot of those issues too, except in the Witness, it's almost like it's direct mockery of the viewer in the way it does it. Anyway, I shouldn't talk about the Witness too much. We're 100% going to get the Witness up on the channel at some point. So we want to space those out a little bit. Boom. And so let's just talk about Braid for what it is. And what it is this beautiful, I'm even going to carefully once again use the word meditative. I say that once again because in the Bientôt L'été video, I use the word meditative to describe it, but that hasn't gone live on the channel yet, so but yeah, it's just sort of a very thoughtful piece. Anyway, I feel like I have given you a pretty big demonstration of Braid here, so we are going to make this video a little bit shorter than our normal ones because I don't want to just show you how to do every single puzzle, dear viewer. If you tuned in, thank you so much. If you tuned in even though you didn't want to be spoiled on Braid, I've only spoiled the first couple puzzles. There is a ton of gameplay left here. They introduce new mechanics with every world. It's awesome. It's a really solid game. So yeah, thanks for joining in, and we will see you in the next video.